So, I have to forget about my awful, horrific past of what was put up on my Facebook to give me definition of character in 2012 on my Facebook that I had nothing to do with. I had nothing to do with that awful, awful image that made me the clown of the town, and unfortunately, I'll just say, the bad R word that you're not even allowed to say, certain words today, the derogatory F word for gays, any bad word, the H word. You're not allowed to H anyone. So anyway, you're not even, ladies not even allowed to mention the R word. And that picture from 2012 that was hacked up on my Android, defamation of character, and so on and so forth. Everything. They, whatever, even afraid to say. Because it's so awful. Total illegal things that I have no power over because all my Androids are hacked, and I'm left in the dark this whole entire time from 216 on. Whatever a person lies to me about on the street, especially a girl who used domestic violence to get into my world. A total stranger. Of course, I'm vulnerable, and I go up, and I'm like, way over 2 months ago. Oh, really? What? Oh, I feel so bad. And then she wanted me to hang out with her for the day. You don't hang out with total strangers. Now, me, on the other hand, I'm a weird person. I'm a nice person, and was always a weirdo, and I was your best friend. And I would stay your best friend, but then people have their flaws, and they kind of treat me bad. So that's where that goes. But no, you should never make a total someone you don't know. I mean, you can have an acquaintance. Like, I met many acquaintances at the shelter. Many. And yeah, they can just stay your acquaintance. But once, you give them your all, you go out and you look after them and stuff like that, then they tend, people just tend to be more meaner towards you. Because they can. I guess that's the main reason. What a sad world you live in. Because they can. And to finish this off with pretend narcissist, he's completely done because he totally devastated my world when he entered it because I needed a decent place to live with me and my kids because we were harmed. Now he joined up with the forces that harmed me and my children. My children were barely harmed compared to me. And my children were treated like gold, but he joined up with those forces. And the whole time we fought, but I never knew he was best friends with those forces. And then, he totally took advantage of me, and it's almost, I said it all the time, but it's still really embarrassing, what he knew that he could get away with it. And he did. Because, of what... It's his place. So, and basically anyone can do anything in their own place. There is no proof of anything. It's like... And especially what I was labeled. And he absolutely loved that card to throw on me all the time. And it's just really awful. I just have to say, he knew he could get away with me, and he brought me up from my husband's caravan, blacked out. So it was the same thing, with Bill Cosby, but, a million times worse, because he really knew that he could violently do that to me because it was done to me several times and he did it. And that's why he just pretended like he didn't, he just pretended like he never did it. But then I caught him in a lie with one of his old, with the dumb individual that he, whatever, the scamming individual who scammed him over $200,000. He got out another loan because he can. Because he basically said that he has good credit, so he can get out loans all the time. So he got another one and gave the same individual money, which he never ever did for me. But me and a homeless girl needs money, and you buy us expensive food that we don't need because there's 2 picnics going on, and we were hot as hell, so we don't really have to eat. We'd rather just drink orange juice, okay? I could have went to Save-A-Lot and bought orange juice and shared it, right, if she doesn't have anything. Like, no big deal. You know, it's hot. You know, why you want to eat food? Drink something more nutritious for you. It's just too hot out. So that's that. And yeah, that was super. It's really hard. Okay, it's the hardest thing for a lady to say that she's raped because it's not believed at all. And especially my circumstances, what was said about me, and, you know, I make up stories about rape. No one would do that. That's insane. Except there was a psychopath mother, and she was awful, and she put her husband away for 8 years. Finally got truth out of the son that the mom coaxed her son to say he child molested his son. And he had to suffer that long. And this is how this world is. What about Kearns County? These innocent parents had to be in Kearns County for 12 years. Their kids were taken off to foster care. They just threw all these innocent parents in jail. I don't know why. That something went wrong, and maybe they wanted to cover up some people, so they just made the rest look bad and throw them all in jail. And they suffered for 12 years, both the parents and the kids, when they both got back together. Happy to see each other. Kearns County. Awful. I cried when I saw that in the kitchen. And my perpetrator said to me, "Why are you crying?" They're innocent. But then again, my perpetrator was a child molester.